In this video, I'm going to be explaining who the candidates to be King of England were in 1066. So, at the start of 1066 in January, the King of England, Edward the Confessor, died. When he died, he left no clear heir, which meant that England was in a bit of a chaotic situation where there were several people all claiming that they were the rightful king. I'm going to talk you through who the main three claimants were. So, up stepped three individuals who all thought they should be the rightful King of England. They were Harold Godwin, who was Earl of Wessex, William, the Duke of Normandy in France, and Harald Hardrada, the King of Norway. So, first up, William, Duke of Normandy. So, William, Duke of Normandy became Duke of Normandy at around 7 years old. His father died and he inherited his lands at 7 years old. He had a bit of a rough time to begin with, ruling his land, and had to battle back rebellions against him. He was successful in doing that though, and he went on to have a lengthy period of experience as the Duke of Normandy, ruling that area of land for the King of France. Not only that, he was very successful in battle. He had lots of heirs with his wife Matilda of Flanders, and in 1051, when he was on a visit to England, he claimed that Edward the Confessor had promised him that when Edward died, that William would become the next King of England. Not only this, but William was also the great-nephew of Emma of Normandy, who was Edward the Confessor's mother. Next candidate that we have is Harold Godwin. So Harald Godwin was an Earl of Wessex. He was the son to one of the most powerful men in the whole of England, and that was Earl Godwin. On top of this, Harold was one of the richest, if not the richest man in all of England, which brought with it immense power. He also had a lot of support from the people in the country and from the Witten Council. On top of this, he also claimed that on King Edward's deathbed, King Edward asked him to take over the throne when he died. So, conflicting with what William believed. Finally, we've got Harald Hardrada, the Viking, the King of Norway. He was the oldest of the three. He had been very successful in battle against Denmark. He was known as a very ruthless, very fierce leader. His people feared him, his enemies feared him. But that brought with it a little bit of unpopularity. He wasn't the most popular individual. He was the only one of the three, though, to have experience actually ruling a country, which put him in a good position. Not only this, but Harald also had a claim to the throne which dated back way before Edward was the king. Before Edward was the king, the Vikings ruled England. So through King Canute and King Harthacnut, the Vikings were kings of England. Harald then was a direct descendant from those previous Viking kings of England. So he had a massive claim because he believed technically the throne should have passed on to his family and not to Edward in the first place. So those were the three candidates to be king in 1066. I hope that's helped you understand a little bit about who they were.